based on my travels, which was very, very local. It was that local that it really only took me 10 minutes to get to this place, and it felt like I was a million miles away from the city. The weather that I got was typically Scottish bluer, as I like to call it. We don't get a lot of magnificent sunsets, or we do, but we don't get them so often. So when we do get them, us Scottish people tend to get rather excited about it. Well, photographers, that is. So without me waffling anymore, let's jump in and take a look at this short video where I was at Port Glasgow, and I'm over the moon with the picture, I really am, and I'm not a fan of taking portrait style pictures. I'm more of a landscape orientation, hence landscape photography. So yeah, let's go and have a look, and I hope you enjoy. Is a chilly one, -2 just now, and not a cloud in the sky to be seen so far, but fingers crossed I get something to make this stunning location absolutely shine, pardon the pun. But I have in my mind, and I have had in my mind for quite a while, that this specific location would look absolutely fantastic on a sunset, and the water's starting to calm. We just need the sky to play its part. If everything comes together, then I'm pretty sure that I'm going to come away from this location with an absolute fantastic photograph. I need to get the woolly hat on, I need to get the gloves on, but this is the best time for photography. Welcome to this week's vlog, which is coming from Port Glasgow. And Port Glasgow has got such a lot of history to it. This is where, as a lot of you may know, the ships that were built on the Clyde years and years ago, it was a thriving area for that sort of industry. And it's such a shame to see some of the buildings they're just falling apart round about, but there is still the odd shipyard that's still working and producing ferries for crossing to the islands and beyond. So yeah, this is where we are today. We're on the banks of the Clyde, and there is a castle here. It's called Newark Castle, and I came here a while ago and shot some photography, and it was more of a sunset that I was after that particular night, and it ended up being a recce, if I'm being really honest, because it's somewhere that I wanted to come back to, and I wanted to try and make something from it. The photograph that I got that particular night I am very happy with, but there's so much potential here to get something with a really, really nice sunset. And just fortunately, because I never looked at tide times or anything, I just practically winged it, and I've drove here and the tide is completely in, and it's the water starting to kind of level itself out and be calm, which is perfect. I just need some clouds in the sky and we're going to have an absolute fantastic light show tonight. So I'm going to crack on, get some photographs taken, just getting the right angle, getting my composition right before I settle on my final image and my final composition. But as you saw just with the little clips that I showed you just beforehand, how stunning this little spot is, and it's literally 15 minutes from Glasgow city centre. So I'm pretty much working with what I have just now, and the sun has went behind this really thick bank of, I want to call it mist, but I'm not too sure because there's nothing round about here. It's all towards Edinburgh or all towards the far end of Greenock down towards Helensburgh. So I'm going to wait it out and see, but I managed to catch an absolute stunning red glow in the sky just before the sun went below the cloud or the mist, and I'm using an 8-stop graduated filter to emphasise this in the sky, and also it allows me to slow the water down a little bit. But all in all, I'm really happy with what I'm getting. Just, I'm always wanting something better, always, so we'll see. The one thing I did forget though was how bloody cold it can be when you're standing about waiting on the perfect lighting condition. Thankfully this was right beside where the car's parked. So I'm in here getting a heat, the camera's out there. But again, it's completely different from the first time that I came here, and it was almost like a blue hour. And that was a warmer time than what it is just now, but there's frost on the rocks, as you just saw in some of the photographs there. And the cold, then the blue, then the orange of the sunset, and it's three elements of nature, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It was definitely not what I had in mind, but yeah, I'm super happy with how these are turning out. I've done them in landscape and I've done a few in portrait as well, just to emphasise the pier. And for those who are unsure of the name of the pier is just Newark Pier at Newark Castle, and it's right at the Ferguson shipyard, if that helps anybody that wants to come here. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.